Hi and welcome back to the second episode of the Getting Started on Bitget Exchange tutorial. I'm your host Mike and I'll be covering various features of the Bitget Exchange to give you the smoothest experience possible. In the last episode, we've covered how to set up an account, how to fund the account, we've explored the asset page, we've explored the different wallets, and we have talked about the fact that we're going to use the spot wallet. Now it is time to start setting up some trades. But first, let us familiarize ourselves with the interface. In order to get to the right trading portal, we can do this in multiple ways again. So I'm gonna start off with the landing page where we can hover over the trade button. Now here we are presented with a few options. We're presented with futures, spot margin and strategies trading. Now in this series we will be focusing ourselves on the spot trading exchange. So all we need to do is simply go to trade and select the spot trading option. Alternatively, we can also reach that place from our wallet. Let's say we have some Bitcoin in our spot exchange. What we can do is simply go to our asset page where we are seeing our complete funds available to us. We need to isolate that into our specific spot wallet. If we want to trade Bitcoin, all we have to do is hover over the Bitcoin pair and we can simply click trade, which will bring us to the spot trading portal. No matter which option you choose, a lot of things are actually going on at the moment. So let me just clarify a few of the things. We are currently looking at the BTC pair, at the Bitcoin pair, trading against the dollar pair. Now, if we want to trade a different pair, then we are starting off with the left side where we can actually specify what pair we would like to trade. So you can choose to trade like the larger cap and the bigger cryptocurrencies, which is recommended if you're just starting out, or you can choose to trade some altcoins that generally have some lower volume. To get started, I would recommend to start with the larger volume traded cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and BGB, for example. Now, if you cannot find it right away, then you can specify your search option by simply typing in, let's say, ETH, and here you have your options of what you can select. For this purpose, we're gonna just simply stay on the Bitcoin chart because it doesn't really make any difference, and we're gonna move over to the next section of this trading portal. Next up, we will see a chart. This chart is sponsored and integrated from TradingView, which is a very well-known and popular charting application. You can see the price action live. You can switch on different time frames. Currently this is set on 1 minute, which might be a little bit challenging just if you're starting out. So I recommend to put it on a bit of a higher time frame, meaning that you will be looking at candlesticks that took 1 hour to complete. The same goes for 4 hours, 12 hours, 1 day, 1 week, and so on. Now there's a couple of things you can do. There's a couple of indicators present that you can use depending on the strategy that you're interested in using. It is all possible to do on this chart. It is a fully featured TradingView chart, so if you want to draw, if you want to pull technical analysis on it, it is all possible. You can add and remove different kinds of indicators and so on and so on. On the right side is where we see our order book. Now, this might seem a little bit daunting, but what it says here is that this is where the orders come in and where the orders are being transacted. So all that this means is this is all the orders available on the sell side and this is all the orders available on the buy side. The orders that actually went through are to be seen in the market trades. When we click on this, we can actually see what was the last order transacted on and for what price and how much volume was being transacted. Now, not gonna lie, this is already a little bit more for the advanced trader, but nonetheless, the opportunity and the option is here to take a look at the order book and trade from that as well. Next up, we actually have the trading portal. This is the place where we can actually start placing orders. We can choose different order types. We can choose limit orders, market orders, or triggered orders. Not going to cover this in this video, that is for a little bit later, but for the purpose of this specific video, this is the place where you're placing your orders and where you're actually executing your trades. Once you've executed your trades, let's say you want to buy 1 Bitcoin, you simply buy a Bitcoin in this portal, and then you can actually see whether the order has been executed. You can see your order history, the details of it, and everything that you need to know regarding your order. You can see that in the lowest section of this trading portal. Now, as we are entering the ending of this episode, I want to walk you through a few quality of life concepts. What you can do in the chart is actually adjust it to your local time zone by simply going to the chart, clicking on this over here, and select the time zone that you are in. Let's assume that we are located in Mexico City and we're trading from there. In order to correlate the timestamps with our local time zone, we can select the correct time zone, and there we can see now that the chart is now aligned with our local time zone. If you do not like this dark version, there's an alternative version. You can actually set it to light. So now we have not only learned how to set up an account, fund one, but we've also made our way through the trading portal where all the magic happens. We've familiarized ourselves with the various sections of this trading portal, and that concludes this episode for now. Let's move on to the next.